Theravada Buddhism actually is a predominant faith observed by most people, and Theravada Buddhism arrived in the region and blended with the local traditional belief and also harmoniously, resulting in the creation of a fine, dazzling traditions. During the rainy season, all countries in ASEAN that embrace Theravada Buddhism have one common tradition, as the marking of the start of Vasa or Buddhist Lent. Start of Vasa literally means rain's retreat, which requires Buddhist monks to stay in one of the monasteries throughout the rainy period. In the Lord Buddha's time, monks took up the duties of making pilgrimages to propagate Buddha's teachings, Dharma, to the people in various areas without taking permanent residences anywhere. At the arrival of the cultivation period, people criticized wandering monks of trampling on their young crops causing damages. The Lord Buddha thus decreed that monks stopped pilgrimages and stayed in one place without overnighting elsewhere throughout the 3-month rainy season. In Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos, the start of Buddhist Lent is observed on the same day, that is, the day after the full moon of the 8th lunar month. In fact, Vasa or Buddhist Lent is highly beneficial to the Sangha in the study of the Lord Buddha's teachings. Since Buddhist monks from various places who gather at one particular monastery to spend the Lent period normally exchange and transfer their knowledge of the scripture among themselves. This perhaps explains how the Lord Buddha's teachings have been continuously transferred throughout the long period for over 2,500 years and have never been lost or faded. Vasa or Buddhist Lent is not only a date observed by monks, but it's also leading to inheriting and several exciting traditions among Buddhists in several areas of Thailand. In each locality of Thailand, the Lent festival comes in different forms. Remarkably, at Wat Phra Phutta Bat Racha Wara Mahavihan in Phra Phutta Bat district, Saratburi province, an important temple as the location of the ancient holy footprint discovered in the reign of King Songtham of Ayutthaya about 4 centuries ago. The footprint is housed in a very ornate mandap on top of a small hill. At the bottom of the stairs are bronze five-headed naga snakes. The mythological serpent's body extended over the balustrades towards the platform. The mandap is set on a marble platform. The square structure surrounded by pillars has a 7-tiered roof laid with green ceramic tiles. The footprint, which is of considerable size, about 150 cm long and 52 cm wide, is housed in a richly decorated golden case covered with layers of gold leaf applied to it by devotees. The footprint is obscured from sight as it is covered with coins and banknotes thrown in there by Buddhist devotees. Throughout the past several centuries, วัดพระพุทธบาทราชวรมหาวิหาร has been a major royal temple contributed by each and every Thai monarch with a royal tradition set for a royal visit to pay homage continually observed. At present, this temple is upheld as one of the 6 royal temples at the highest status in Thailand. When the start of the Lent arrived, residents of Phra Phuthabat district of Saratburi province, along with a large crowd from all directions nationwide, come here and wait to offer Lent flowers to monks as their annual practice every year. And this has become a nationwide famed flower offering festival.
ปีนี้เพิ่งมาครั้งแรกพอดีแวะมาทำธุระแล้วก็แวะมาไหว้พระแล้วก็เพิ่งรู้ว่าวันนี้มีตักบาตรดอกไม้ก็เลยอยากอยู่ตื่นเต้นเพราะว่าไม่เคยเห็นดอกไม้ชนิดนี้สวยงามมากก็เลยอยากอยู่แล้วก็อยากดูร่วมขบวนด้วยค่ะ เพราะว่าครั้งหนึ่งในชีวิตก็เพิ่งจะมา
นานแล้วหลายปีแล้วนะแต่ก็มาอยู่เรื่อยๆแล้วนี่เว้นมานานแล้วไม่ได้มาเพิ่งจะมาปีนี้ว่าอายุเยอะแล้วเดี๋ยวไปไม่ไหวนี่ก็ต้องนั่งรถมาเอารถเข็นมาก็คงจะมาไม่ไหวแล้วก็83แล้วคงจะมาไม่ไหวแล้วปีนี้ให้ลูกเขามีหลานเขาพามา
ก็ขอเชิญชวนพี่น้องทุกคนนะคะ ให้มาช่วยกันตักบาตรดอกไม้เป็นประเพณีหนึ่งเดียวในโลกนะคะ ที่ไม่เหมือนใครค่ะที่สระบุรีเรานี่มีปีละครั้งนะคะ ขอเชิญชวนได้นะคะก่อนเข้าพรรษาค่ะทุกครั้ง
Wasa flowers or Globa witani is a herbaceous plant yielding yellow, white and purple flowers. It grows abundantly on hill slopes and flourishes beautifully once a year at the first arrival of the rains. The land flowers are thus a symbol indicating the arrival of this major Buddhist festival.
So this is actually a type of flower called Hong Hen. It's actually a Lent flower. So this type of flowers will bloom almost every year of the rainy season. And also that's why we call it Lent flower during the Lent period. And also it will bloom around 3 months time. Later on after that it will slow down of the flower like this one here. So this one is a good price, 40 baht. And then you get this flower here with all these small candles, scents. And also the famous one that people love to buy is this Hong Hen, but the yellow one. Actually it's the same species, just different color in yellow, white and purple pink, like they're really cute. At the back is one of the traditional way that we do during this Lent period of Buddhism. So we're gonna actually offer this big Lent candle and offer to the temple for monks. And also you're gonna see this beautiful parades all the way through for this festival right here that they have once a year. So it's a really beautiful parade that they have here and really amazing as well. At an appointed time, the monks slowly move in and line up into the shrine of a holy footprint, and amid devout Buddhists who flock on both sides of the path are prepared to offer Lent flowers to the monks as well.
Floral offering as alms has its origin from a Buddhist legend of King Pimpisan, who took special liking to white jasmines, with an appointed flower official assigned to bring fresh jasmine flowers to him every day. One day, as the flower official was bringing jasmine flowers to be presented to King Pimpisan, he encountered the Lord Buddha and presented the flowers to the Buddha in respect. Instead of executing the flower official for the offense, King Pimpisan was so satisfied with his action and rewarded him for his merit. Since then, the humble flower official lived a happy life.
In the procession, apart from flora offering as alms, Buddhists also bring pure clean water with them to wash the feet of monks that pass them.
The washing of monks' feet is another Buddhist tradition observed since the Lord Buddha's time. In the recitation of a former life of the Lord Buddha as a Brahmin who met a self-awakening Buddha traveling barefooted, the Brahmin was overwhelmed with faith and washed the feet of the self-awakened Buddha with purified water. With such a merit, the Brahmin survived a boat mishap in the ocean, and after the end of his life on earth, he was born in heavens.
Following the floral offering, monks will file into the ordination hall to pray and dedicate themselves to the Lent period, vowing to stay at the monastery through the 3 months of the rainy season.
For devout Buddhists, the Lent period is a special time of the year when everyone is engaged and married, making activities more than in a normal time. Some are determined to practice Dhamma every Sabbath day in the monastery throughout the 3-month period. Some state their intention to perform good deeds, refraining from sinful deeds. Some resort to the Lent period to take vows of avoiding vices in their lives.
Of Vasa or Lent periods is therefore not just a monastic practice for the ordained in accordance with the scripture, but is a noble period for lay people who believe in Theravada Buddhism and never neglect the golden opportunity to rededicate themselves to the meritorious deeds on the noble path for their own benefits and happiness in the present and the next life at the same time. And this is Thailand at Large. Me, Mankian Hagar. We have to say goodbye for today. สวัสดีค่ะ